Welcome friends to the another session on digital electronics. In this session, we will be discussing about the conversion of binary numbers. Binary numbers we need to use whenever we study digital electronics. In order to understand how the computer data is being stored, it is mandatory for us to understand the binary numbers. In this session, we will be discussing how the binary numbers are being converted into equivalent numbers in decimal number system, octal number system, and hexadecimal number system. So friends, as you know that you are viewing this session on my YouTube channel, Learn with Prakash Khanade. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. So let us first of all start the session with the question why the binary number conversion is being needed. Now in real life, you will find that your data can be in variety of forms. Say for example, your data can contain letters, your data can contain numbers. Sometimes your data is in the email form. Sometimes the data is in image form. Sometimes the data is in graphical form. So there are different forms of data. And whenever you feed such data to the computer system, then you will find that this data is being stored inside the computer or in the memory of the computer in the sequence of zeros and ones. So when your data is containing letters, it is stored in the sequence of zeros and ones. When your data is containing some image, then it is also stored in the sequence of zeros and ones. So whatever may be your data, your voice is also stored in the sequence of zeros and ones only. So inside the computer system, everything is being stored in the form of zeros and ones. And this sequence is being called as a binary sequence. So you will find that there are four types of number systems: decimal number system, binary number system, octal number system, and hexadecimal number system. And it is possible for us to convert the number from one number system into another number system. So any binary number can be easily converted into equivalent decimal number, octal number, and hexadecimal number. Now, why should we convert the binary number? Because whenever we perform such conversion, then you will find that what we are doing is that we are changing the base of the numbers. In decimal, the base is 10. In binary, the base is 2. In octal, the base is 8. And in the hexadecimal number system, the base is 16. Now, when we convert the number from one number system into equivalent number of other number system, then actually what we are doing is that we are viewing the same number from a different point of view. Now, many times we do it for convenience and sometimes we do it for inspiration. You will find that the binary numbers are consist of only zeros and ones because the base of the binary number system is 2, and therefore every binary number has to be written by only using zeros and ones, and therefore it is very difficult to write a long binary number. You will find that this is a sequence of binary numbers, and whenever somebody is being asked to remember such sequence or read such sequence and rewrite this sequence again, then you will find that it is very difficult task. So we may commit some mistakes. So whenever we have been given a long binary number to read or to write, then you will find that the humans always make some mistakes in reading and writing such large binary numbers. And binary numbers are needed frequently whenever we deal with digital machines or when we deal with computers or when we deal with mobile phones, then these numbers are needed. And therefore, it is mandatory for us that we should convert these numbers into equivalent numbers of other number systems such as decimal, octal, and hexadecimal. So in this session, we'll be understanding how a binary number can be converted into a decimal number, octal number, and hexadecimal number. So let us start our discussion by the first conversion, that is binary to decimal conversion. A given binary number can be easily converted into a decimal number. And the steps or the procedure for this is like this. First of all, what you have to do is that you know that a binary number will contain some bits, and therefore you have to write down the weight of the each binary bit. And you know that the weight of the each binary bit is in the powers of 2. Now, the weight of the binary bit will go on increasing from the binary bit to the left hand side, and the weight of the binary bit will go on decreasing from the binary bit to the right hand side. Then what we have to do is that we have to take the product of the binary bit and its weight. So binary bit will be either 1 or 0. So you have to take the product of the binary bit along with its weight. And then in the third step, you have to sum all such product together. So finally, you have to sum all such product in order to get the decimal equivalent of the binary number. Say, for example, we have been given a binary number 11.01, and suppose we want to obtain its decimal equivalent. So how can we obtain? Suppose this is the binary number 11.01. Now this is the binary point. Now starting from the binary point to the left hand side, we will write the weight, and this weight will be in the powers of 2. So the first one will have a weight 2 to the power 0, and the second one will have a weight 2 to the power 1. Now when we start from the binary point to the right hand side, then the weight will go on decreasing. So the first 0 will have a weight 2 to the power -1, and the second one will have a weight 2 to the power -2. Then what we do, we take the product of the binary bit and its weight. So 1 into 2 to the power 1 is 2. Then 1 into 2 to the power 0 is 1, because 2 to the power 0 is 1. So 1 into 1 is 1. Then 0 into 2 to the power -1. 2 to the power -1 is 1 upon 2. So 1 upon 2 into 0 is always equal to 0. Then 1 into 2 to the power -2. So 2 to the power -2 is written as 1 upon 2 to the power 2. That is 1 upon 4. So 1 into 1 upon 4 is just nothing but 0.25. So when I add all such products together, then I will get this summation as 3.25. And therefore our final result will be like this: 11.01 binary is equal to 3.25 decimal. Now let us go for another conversion, that is binary to octal conversion. Any given binary number can be very easily converted into octal equivalent. Now for this, what we have to do is that you have to take your binary number, and then you need to start from the binary point. First of all, you go to the left hand side and you make the group of 3 binary bits. Sometimes you will find that the binary bits are insufficient in some group, and therefore in such a case we can add zeros if it is required, and these zeros are being called as the leading zeros. Now if your binary number consists of some fractional part, then you can start again from the binary point to the right hand side and again go on making the groups of 3 binary bits. Here also you will find that sometimes the binary bits are not sufficient, and therefore in such a case we may require to add some trailing zeros. Now you will find that there are groups of binary bits, and every group is containing only 3 bits. Now you can represent this each individual group by 1 octal digit. Say for example, we have been given a binary number 10100111.100011, and now suppose we want to obtain its octal equivalent. So suppose this is our number 10100111.100011. Now what I will do is that I will write this first of all octal number. Now I will start from the binary point, and then I will go to the left hand side and I will make a group of 3 binary bits. So the first group will be 111, the second group will be 100, and now in the third group you will find that there are only 2 bits left, 10, and since I want a group of 3 bits, therefore I will add 10 over here. Now similarly, we will go to the right hand side from the binary point. So the first group will be 100 and the second group will be 011. So here we need not to add any trailing zeros. Now what I will do is that I will represent this group by 1 octal digit. For representation, we will be making use of this table. This table already we have discussed in the session of number systems. So you will find that this 111, so when you check for 111, then you will find that the corresponding octal digit for this is 7. Therefore, this group is being represented by 7. The second group is 100. So 100 is being represented by a octal digit 4. Therefore, this 100 will be replaced by 4. The third group is 010, and therefore for 010, the corresponding octal digit is 2. Similarly, here 100 is being represented by 4 and 011. So 011 is being represented by a octal digit 3. Therefore, you will find that our octal equivalent number for the given binary number is 247.43 octal. Similarly, you will find that it is very easy for us to convert any given binary number into hexadecimal number. And the steps for this conversion are very similar to that of octal, except some change. Suppose you have been given a binary number and you have been asked to convert this binary number into hexadecimal number. So again, what you have to do is that you have to start from the binary point and you go to the left hand side. And this time you have to make a group of 4 binary bits. So in case of octal conversion, we have made a group of 3 binary bits. But now here you have to make a group of 4 binary bits. Now, whenever it is required, you can add the leading zeros as we have done in case of octal. If your binary number consists of some fractional part, then again you have to start from the binary point to the right hand side. And here also you have to make a group of 4 binary bits. Sometimes the number of bits are insufficient and therefore we need to add the trailing zeros. Now we have different groups and you will find that every group is containing only 4 binary bits. And therefore one group can be represented by a hexadecimal digit. Now see an example. Suppose we have been given a binary number 110.1011.00101 binary. And suppose we want to obtain its hexadecimal equivalent. So how can we obtain? Suppose I will write first of all the given number 110.1011.00101. Now starting from this binary point to the left hand side, I will make the group of 4 binary bits. So my first group will be 1011 and my second group will consist of only 3 bits 110. Therefore I will add one more 0 over here in order to make it of 4. Now similarly, starting from the binary point to the right hand side, I will make the first group of 4 bits 0010. And now the second group will contain only 1 bit and therefore there is a vacancy of 3 bits and therefore I will add 3 zeros. So now I am having the groups, 4 groups, and every group is containing 4 binary bits. Now I can represent each group by the corresponding hexadecimal digit. And for this, again, we are going to use this table. So 1011, so when you look into the table, 1011, it will stand for the character B in the hexadecimal. Therefore, 1011 can be replaced by B. 0110 can be replaced by 6. 110 can be replaced by 6. Then 0010, 10 can be replaced by the hexadecimal digit 2. And 1000 can be replaced by the hexadecimal digit 8. And therefore, we can say that our hexadecimal equivalent for the given binary number is 6B.28. So friends, you will find that when the binary number is a very large number, when it consists of large number of bits, then you will find that instead of writing such binary number, it is always convenient that you can write it either in octal form or in hexadecimal form, because writing a binary number in hexadecimal is very convenient, and this convenience can be seen from this example. So friends, thank you for viewing this session. Hopefully you have understood how the numbers can be converted, how the binary number is being converted from binary number to equivalent decimal number, octal number, and hexadecimal number. In our next session, we will understand how the octal number and hexadecimal numbers can be converted into equivalent numbers in other number systems. Thank you friends for viewing the session. If you have any queries or if you want to write anything to me, then your suggestions are always welcome. Thank you for viewing.